Lizzie!
Don't you look colorful tonight?
Thank you.
Ah,
I feel colorful. How
you
you
feel?
doing?
I'm good. How are you? How's everybody in chat tonight? There's Mudnut, Susan, Amy, Gail, Sue, Billy, Amy. I saw Amy already. How are you guys? We have our special guest tonight. I think they're ready. Should we bring them in already? Or what do you want to do? Do you have anything to say? Somebody left us a message and wants to know how you sign up for retreats and how you go about and which ones are there. And I said you know more than I do. Because you've been to all of them, except for the one coming up in Texas, right? Is it this weekend?
It is coming this weekend. It is called Red Boots.
Red Boot, yeah. But you're not going to that one.
No. So Red Boots is it's like a crafting only retreat. So there's no fluff. There's no they don't do like the gift bags. They don't have vendor stores and things like that. It really is just like fun and the opportunity to fully craft and things. So it's fun. It's very interesting. I haven't been to that one, not because I didn't want to, but because it looks like February is becoming the month that I spend with my old college roommates and friends. So they feel that I have to pick and choose between my crafting family and them. And they say, "Oh, you don't love us. You always want to go and be with your friends." So I had to pull out the first red boot that I was going to, I had to pull out. The second year, I was going to see Jude. And I got that same, "Oh, you're doing that," So I ended up pulling out because I was going to see him a few months later. I pulled out and I went to Ohio. I was still in Ohio, like I was going to be in Michigan, but I still was in Ohio. Um, and then this year, they've come here. So I had family and friends here in town Super Bowl weekend. Um, I didn't get to see them that much, but I guess it was nice to have somewhere to kind of perch their head. If y'all in here watching, y'all feel ashamed of yourself. It made me feel guilty for not spending time with you. And then you come out here and not spend time with me. Make it make sense.
Well,
Just
tonight, we'll talk more about the retreats later, but tonight we have two special people coming in to the chat, and we're going to bring them in right now.
look at y'all. You
Hi.
guys are on mute. Hi, Artie.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Here.
You're here. Well, that's really good. We definitely appreciate it.
Yes,
Have a
we
really
do.
bad headache.
You do?
Mm. I've
Um,
had one for like 4 days now. It's the
oh,
weather.
is the weather?
The
Well,
weather. The weather's terrible here.
It's so extremely drastic. One day it's 65, the next day it's 22. The next day we have snow. The next day, tomorrow, it's supposed to be in the 60s again. And I'm like, I just, I
Yeah,
gotta
it's
get.
like that. It's like that here too. And
And
some
you guys have just moved though. They're like not only dealing with that, but they're transitioning from one weather pattern to another also. So that's
Yeah,
probably making it a little more difficult.
it's almost been a year, but Anthony said it took him a couple of years to get used to the difference in the atmosphere here.
That's how it was for us when we moved from the East Coast out here to the desert. It took about 2 years to get, adapted and things. So, and now it works in the reverse. So when I go visit, like this summer retreat, oh my God, if it is, if it's, not above 80, I'm freezing.
where'd you guys move to? Different state?
Yeah, we moved from Georgia to Kentucky.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm closer to Anthony. He left 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. He moved away. Um, it'll be 5 years in March. And then last March, we moved up here. I
That's
missed my
good.
Anthony.
Close to family. That's
He's
always
actually, he's at the other end of the parking lot. If you go out my front door and walk kind of diagonal, you run right into his house.
oh nice.
About 200 feet.
That's awesome. It's always nice to be close to family.
I still don't see him much, but that's okay. More than I did the last 4 years.
Well,
Yeah.
so today.
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
Well, we're almost at the end of Love is in the Air. It's getting close to the end. And we bring couples on to ask some questions on how they met. So the first question I'm going to ask you guys is, how did you guys meet?
We want to hear that giggle and what that's about, Artie.
I've known him since I was 9 years old.
You chased him around
Oh,
the classroom?
No, 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 no. He's 4 years. He's 4 years older than me. I was not.
Oh,
I was 9. He was 13.
you
And
were that little annoying kid around the corner.
down the road, yes, we lived on the same street, just at opposite ends.
Oh, that's so cute.
And we, I don't know, we knew each other from the fire department because my mom and dad and his dad were all in the fire department, and we just knew each other from the fire department, I guess.
So,
And
what
then
did you think about her? Who she used to annoy you? Obviously, 4 year difference, she had to really be annoying. When did you take pity on her? How old were you?
What, 21, 22? Does that sound about right?
the year I turned 18, so 87. We started dating in 87. My senior prom was our first date.
oh wow, that's so
That's
neat.
cute. That is really cute. So,
Oh,
what did you just? She was annoying, and you just turned around one day, and like hearts were kind of fluttering out of your. What happened? When did she go from being, oh my God, that girl around the corner? Let me hide in this locker to, oh, would
no.
you go to prom with me, or I'm gonna be your man? What happened?
My my best friend lived 2 doors down from him. So one of my best friends lived 2 doors down from him. So I would walk from my house to his house, well, to
Her
to
house.
Haha's house, and then we, I don't know what happened. One day we just started talking, and it just, I don't know.
No, you had the brace on your knee. You were
You're right.
hobbling.
I had just had surgery.
She was hobbling down the road.
Did you feel bad for her?
No, because I knew how she did it.
Well, how did she do it? I want to know.
Marching band
You fell in
Merchant.
marching band?
several times.
No, you wasn't good at marching band.
No, it was great, but sometimes my little legs, I'm only 5 foot tall, so my
That's fine.
little legs, I'd have to run to catch up or to be in the right area. And everybody else was much taller, so they just took big steps. Me, I had to run. So yeah, I fell a couple times.
So you seen
That's
her hobbling down the road. Did you pull over? Were you the creeper kid? Hey girl, how you doing? Or like
that
what happened?
No, actually, she would come she would come down and out underneath the carport. We lived in kind of mobile homes, so we had like a little carport, and I was out there. I was big into lifting weights at that time
And mowing the grass.
and mowing the grass.
Did you have your
So
shirt on?
no, so I
Oh,
was out
there
there.
you go.
And he
So
was out in his. He was in his speedo.
yeah, I was wearing speedos.
Because when he was done, he'd jump in the pool. They had a pool.
And she was checking you out.
Yeah, basically.
So who hit on who first?
Well, I mean, I think it was one of her friends had come up to me and told me
My
how she
friend
felt.
Crystal likes you. Do you like her? Will you go out with her?
Yeah, it was that type of deal. And I was
We
like,
call that
okay,
having a wingman. So Crystal had a wingman. You
basically,
were
yeah.
so since she had a wingman, that means she had a plan. Crystal, what was the
No,
plan and how long? Because
Yep.
back in those days when we told you we liked you and you said yes, we go together for life. So
That's that's basically what's happened.
oh, that was a fun one.
Our first date was my senior prom, and I wasn't 18 yet, so it was very platonic between us. I had turned 18 10 days later, 8 days later, something like that. And my parents took me to Disney World. He didn't know where I went. We didn't have cell phones then.
yeah, that's true.
Um, and so when I got back from Disney, I called and told him that I was home. And I mean, it was a surprise visit. I didn't even know I was going. And he asked me out the day after I turned 18, and we've been together since June of 87.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's really sweet. Now, Artie, I want you to kind of finish some sentences that I have.
Uh oh.
I hated when she's giving you that look like she trained you for this moment, and you better get it right. So I hate when she fill in that blank.
Wow, she's really putting me on the spot now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want you to show out.
Actually, I hadn't really thought about that, to be honest. I mean,
I talk too much.
yeah, that works. Um, usually when she drinks a little bit, she really talks a lot.
You have not been you haven't been to one of the retreats with us. We had a midnight margaritas.
We had midnight margaritas, and then her and Brian would sing the rest of the night.
Well, the real treat was when we went to prom, and at the time, the legal drinking age in Florida was 19, I believe. So, and it was at a hotel. So I was like, well, heck, I'm just going to go to the prom and just drink. So I
Yeah,
did. I'd
that
go
sounds
out there to
fun.
the I'd go out there to the bar and get some drinks, and everybody's looking at me like, "Who are you? What are you doing?"
Because you were older. Did you get her drunk and help her along?
No, actually, I did not. Not there on the premises anyway, because that would have got me into a lot of trouble.
That's true.
I only
So
drank wine back then.
I'm pretty
Bartles and
sure
James.
Bartles and James. I remember Bartles and James. I remember what is it? Wild Irish Rose. Um, what else did? Oh, Boone's Farm. Oh my gosh, Boone's Farm was like everybody's entry level into drinking.
Yep.
Um, yeah, you thought you was doing something too. And then, oh, he was the worst. It was so readily available. Mad Dog 2020. I could still.
Well, I never got carded because I looked a lot older than I actually was.
You still do.
So at the time, I would always go, in the gas stations, acting like I was, old enough and everything. And back then, they really didn't check IDs like they do today.
Correct. Correct. I remember
So I
going
mean,
to nightclubs at 17, 18 years old. Obviously, I've always had these friends of mine,
They're
pockets.
girls.
Yes.
The
And
girls.
so, that does age you a bit. But I remember getting dressed up, going to nightclubs. I was down on the flats. So yeah, you're right. They didn't card like they do now. Drinking Harvest 18. Yeah, there
well, I
you
got a
go.
lot of gray hair on my face now, so that kind of gives it away that I'm an old man.
I do too. Coming right in,
You really?
like I'm an old woman.
I just
Yes,
noticed your shirt.
yes, I do have to wear this shirt.
What does the shirt say? It says something. I'm with my crazy Disney wife.
That's cute.
You noticed it pointing
And
right
it's
at
pointing
me.
right at her too.
How do you deal with that? How do you deal with her addiction to Disney and
Not addicted.
her jealousy over Minnie? Does that ever irritate you? You know she hate Minnie. Um,
He hates Disney, so
Well,
oh
I mean,
whoa, wow,
to be honest, it gives me a good chuckle.
really give you a good laugh.
Oh yeah.
What do you say when she like? Cause she gets mad. Like there was
Minnie's
a canvas
evil.
that came out a few years ago where I guess Mickey and Minnie were hugging or kissing, and she was mad. Like really, real life pissed about it. Like what do you think?
So,
Well,
did
I
you guys go to Disney World for your honeymoon?
No, we did go to Disney World once together, twice.
yeah, we went to my uncle's in Titusville, and we were at a hotel. Oh, you're gonna love this story.
No.
Yes.
Let them get it out. Go ahead, tell me.
So I go in and I go and get the room, and I sent her out to the truck for something. So I handed her my keys. So she goes out there. She gets what we need, and I don't remember at that time if you came back and said,
I did.
okay. So she came back in. She says, I locked the keys in the truck. I said, okay. So where's your set? Oh, they're on the seat right next to him in the truck. I said, what? I think it was like about $150 later after the locksmith had to come out and get into my truck.
Wow. What, Chris?
And she says the wind blew the door closed.
It did.
I said, well, how did you lay both keys next to each other on the seat? She was like, well, the wind just blew the door closed and it locked. I was like, it don't magically lock. It was an '87 Ford Ranger. It didn't have electric locks. She had to
Uh-oh.
have pushed the button.
I
She
used to
remember
lock you out of
pushing
the
the
house
button.
all the time.
She remember pushing
Remember
the
when I'd
button.
walk out the front door and the lock would lock
Yeah.
at your mom's house?
That is hilarious. So moving over from there, obviously we got his take on I hate it when she what about you? I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to fill us in.
When he
I
snores,
hate it when he
snores, because he won't wear his mask sometimes.
is it loud? Does it reverberate off the ceiling?
Anthony could hear it where he lives.
Oh wow. That's loud.
His uncle, his aunt and uncle used to say that he would vibrate the windows. The windows would vibrate off the house.
Don't bring him to no retreat. I, I love you. I love you. But I remember Amy brought Michael and oh my. I thought people were exaggerating when they said they heard him. And we were up late one night, and I said, "What is that noise?" I'm looking. I thought somebody left something running, and like it sounded like a saw cutting into something. And you know how wood, you feel it vibrating under your feet and things. And I'm like, "You guys need to go down the basement and make sure we didn't leave anything running." And everyone was laughing, and they were like, "That's Michael." I said, "That's a person. It doesn't sound like a person." It was like he snores, and I'm like, "Why did she bring him if he snores like that?" So you have to bring your mask, Artie, if you come to one of the retreats. That way we don't hear. Does it help or no? It's just a little okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
he's not as loud.
okay.
He
Good.
still snores with it, but he's not as loud.
And the worst thing about it is she can understand exactly what I'm saying when I wear the mask,
Hmm.
which I don't have any idea how she understands it.
My dad
'Cause she,
mumbled. You've been
'cause
mumbling
she got
my
used to
entire
you.
life.
Yeah. That's time. That's love. So if I had oh no, here's one I want to know. She made me so mad when she dot dot dot. Finish that sentence.
Well, there's too many things. I don't know.
Oh, you piss him off that much? That's one. It's the one we'll love.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, was I mad when you locked the keys in the truck?
Yeah, but you got
We
over
already
it
heard
really
about
fast.
that one. We want a new, fresh one. Something that you would go to your best friend and be, let me tell you what Chrissy did now. She's just out of control. She took the wallet and bought 10 diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club. And
Oh well,
she
That
already
happens
has
now,
two.
so that's not. That happens right now, so that I mean, I she's done that to me. Yes, I was very furious about a couple of times when she did that because the money was for something else when she did that.
Hmm,
I don't spend your money on my diamond paintings.
Not anymore.
Never
not after that time, huh?
have.
Well, no, because we have our own accounts, our own checking accounts. So in order for her to do that, she would have my card. But she would have to have my card. But what she has done, the sneaky thing about it was, she wrote down the card number and the little code number, and she keeps it in a book right next to her.
I memorized it.
She's our hero. She's the queen of all crafters. Go
I'm
ahead,
good.
Chris.
I
Of, course,
memorized it.
of course, I do know when she does it because I get the alerts on my phone. So anytime that something goes through my account, boom, there it goes.
I will
Don't
tell
tell
you,
tale
she
sound.
is our queen shopper. Let me tell you what she did. It's been
I think
about
I
four
need
or
to,
5 years.
I think I need to learn from Crystal.
Crystal created a shoppers group one year. Oh my gosh. We got in there at least 6 to 8 hours before the sales. And she had us checking links. But by the time the sales hit, we knew who had the best. No, this is 35. This is going to average 37. This is 32%. If you like this is going to be a hours and hours. And then because people were popping in and leaving out and popping back in, we kind of knew what they were looking for. And so when stuff, you know how they are, they'll do a drop, then 6 hours later, the diamond painting company will do another drop, or they'll give you a heads up accidentally on the Monday. And so we were calling all night. People who had to go to sleep or maybe go to work the next. I'll never forget calling Brandy at like
That's
two.
right.
Yes, Randall Spangler had a secret drop that we did not know about, and
Oh,
we
I
had to.
remember. I remember hearing about some of those,
Yeah.
Yes, and
and
so
I'm
Crystal
really not.
started.
We couldn't find her, and then she never even got that painting.
No, we kept calling her, calling her. Everyone was like all hands on deck, making sure that whoever wanted something, it was from their favorite artist, we got the information to them. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hours, though. I mean, we were
Yeah.
dedicated. It was a big group of us, but that was one of the best and most fun times I've had shopping, looking up diamond painting deals. And kudos to you, Crystal. 'Cause I remember when it started, I was like, we just gonna sit here and shop. And everybody was like, yeah. And I was like, how that gonna work? And but it turned out to be so much fun. So you
We
better
had fun.
change your number because if she get on tasks like that again, with all the new diamond painting companies out there, wow, we're gonna really have a nice train going.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at that. I'm not surprised at all.
I told you I don't pay full price for anything.
There we go. We didn't. We had the best deals. We had all eyes looking out here. We had mathematicians helping us out with the better deal. We knew specifically how much we were saving if we did go with a particular deal. I love that. That was a great way to really shop. If you're spending your money, you got
We
the best bang for
we
what
still
you were
do that.
looking.
Black
Yeah.
Friday.
Okay, good, good.
We
That's
still
the
do
best
that.
way to do it. Like I knew specifically, I'm getting 37% off if I buy these, and if I go over and do this sale, this one's only 32, but it has the paintings that I want. I really did like. It was a lot of fun. So, Artie, you were on my team for the step challenge, which we
I hate it.
demolished everybody. Yeah, I'm going to bring that up, Crystal. I thank you so very much for helping out, for putting down tremendous numbers. I stole everybody's husband for that challenge.
You did.
Have
You
you
did.
done anything like that since? Because I haven't. I mean, I thought it was too long. 3 months. What were we thinking? We did it
Well,
the whole summer.
Shalene does. Well, we did it up till this past year. We just did it for one season at a time,
Okay, that's a
and
lot.
we just tried to better. We just tried to better our, just get up and walk. And then it got to the point where none of us were recording anything, so we
Mhm.
stopped for a while.
You still throwing down numbers like that now that you've moved to a whole new town, Artie?
And now he's got an
No,
iWatch. So, oh wait, no, you do some of them because you do still a lot of walking.
yeah, but it's not anything like I used to because I'm in a different job, so I'm basically standing at a computer now
Oh,
versus walking around
versus
every.
walking around.
Yeah,
And what about you, Crystal? Have you decided? Are you doing like any more? That would took me out. I did start off averaging 1,000, and by the end of that summer, I was proud to announce that I had got up over 6,000. But already had ridiculous numbers. He was
Yeah, you had like
18,000,
five,
21,000. Yeah.
10,000, 5,000.
10,000, yeah. And so, again, I challenged myself and I did, exceed where I began. So that was a good goal for me. I don't know if I ever do anything like that again. I had to really motivate myself. Get your butt up and find somewhere to walk.
Knew exactly how many steps it was to the bathroom, exactly how many steps it was to go get water.
That was you. You had me counting how many steps to the bathroom. It was 52 steps to the bathroom. And I was like, I'm just going to go to the bathroom one extra time per day. And you guys were like, no, you got to get.
that's cheating.
No,
You sound like your wife. She was like, count the steps. How many times do you go to the kitchen? How many times you go to the restroom from your
that's
craft
because
room?
you said you weren't going to get your steps in.
I wasn't gonna get them in, and so I said I'll go to the bathroom a couple more times, and so I did start to leave and go to like the park and stuff, and that's how I started to get my steps up and things. But like my mom was doing, she was on your team, right, Crystal? She was doing
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous stuff. She would go and just be up in people's house, meeting men and stuff. How you doing? I tried to follow her one day. I said I'll be right there. I was about 5 minutes behind. I didn't see her nowhere up ahead. And I'm like, where did she disappear to? Here she come out of some gentleman's home along the walk path. I said, Mom, what are you doing coming out of? She was like, oh, I just wanted to see how he was doing, check on him. I'm like, who's him? So, she got out there. She is very active compared to me. And clearly she, know how to meet men way better than I do. So we'll see. I'm on farmers only, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to see you on Farmers Only.
I am on farmers
Farmer Once
only.
Twice.
I signed up. Was it last? Is it last week or the first week of this collab? So it'll be 2 weeks Wednesday.
Oh, good.
Um, and I met. Well, I had a lot of interest, but there were two gentlemen. There were a few gentlemen. I showed you guys that first night when I was signing up, and I showed their picture. So if you guys ever go back and watch that show, you'll be able to see two of the gentlemen, that I'm communicating with. I shouldn't have probably showed their picture. I didn't think about it at the time, but I was just showing what comes up as options. And so
I
you
don't
can,
even remember who you showed anymore. I don't
yeah,
even
see,
remember you showing them. So
yeah,
What's that
show
called
that
listen,
night
again?
when we were doing our
Kim?
profile.
Which one?
Farmer in the Dell. That's the one I
Farmer
keep
and
when I hear that.
Oh,
I used to love that song. Farmer in the Dell, the farmer in the Dell. Hi ho, the fairy o, the farmer in the
oh,
Dell.
Tammy remembers.
Huh? Utah
Tammy
man.
remembers. Yeah.
Yes. So I am still communicating with the Utah man. And then there was another guy from California. I'm still talking to both of them. The one in California. He's a like a ranch hand. Is how he described it. He handles the cattle and the steering of the cattle. And then when they have to be transported, like if they're going, I guess, off the slaughter, I didn't want to know too much. He transports the cattle and things like that. So I guess.
So, okay, I'm gonna ask another question to them. So, do you guys have any pet peeves towards each other?
Well,
Some
obviously,
I do. I actually do.
What?
go ahead.
When she goes in there and cooks, and she opens everything and leaves the wrappers all over the kitchen, it doesn't clean them up.
Yep.
Look at her.
I make a huge mess when I cook.
And I'm like,
That's why I don't cook.
or I find it in the sink
Oh,
with the dirty dishes.
so that answers my next question. Who does all the cooking?
Me.
yeah. Who does the predominance?
Me.
Oh, you
We
do?
want to eat, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, for the longest time, we ate a lot of Stofers and frozen dinners.
Well, my work schedule is I work second shift, so I'm not at home when she goes to eat dinner. So what she's been doing is she's been cooking and putting it in my lunch pail so I have it to eat. Because what I was doing before was I was coming home and eating late at night, 11:30, 12 o'clock. Well, I started putting on more weight, so I was like, oh, I can't do this. So I had to change the way I ate totally.
Yeah, it's hard when you're on shift work.
Yeah.
But at least, well, also he was getting that walk in stuff in, and now he's probably not getting that walk in to
Not as
help
much.
burn it off. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So, do you find that since your hours and things changed and your level of activity, has Crystal stepped up and like made you healthier meal options, or are you still
Mhm.
getting like pasta with cheese and red meat?
Yeah, all that too.
He's Italian. He has to have
Oh, he has to have that.
pasta.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to have that.
He's got to have his pasta.
Oh
But
my.
yeah, actually, I have been cooking a whole lot healthier since we moved here.
Okay, that's good.
So
What's your favorite dish that she makes? Is
that's
it a favorite or do you tolerate it?
No, it's probably the lasagna, the baked ziti that you make.
I only make that twice a year.
Yeah, that is a lot. Lasagna is
I
a
have discovered this thing called pizza chicken.
pizza chicken. Do tell.
Pizza chicken. Oh my god, he loves it. It's chicken breasts, and then you bake them, and then you put sauce on them, and like pizza sauce and mozzarella cheese, and uh, fresh mozzarella cheese and pepperoni, and then you put it back in the oven for like 15-20 minutes until it's golden brown, like looks like the top of a pizza. And oh, it is so good.
Sounds good. Sounds really
And
good.
it is because you're not putting any breading on it. You're not put, you eat vegetables with it, so it actually is very good for you.
Sounds like it. You put any veggies in it? Kind of like peppers, green
I
peppers.
can't have peppers, so I don't cook with them. He wants me to start make since I make two different meals anyway. He wants me to start putting that stuff in.
That would be it. Yeah, that sounds good, especially if you could put like peppers and stuff in it. I'm gonna give that a try. I'm gonna put like peppers and things like that in mine. Thanks for the recipe. So, when Artie cooks, or when does Artie cook, and when he does, what do you like? Like, what does he make you?
Usually, the only thing he makes is eggs. He doesn't cook very much. He never had to. Um, I mean, yeah, he makes. I can't make fried eggs. Every time I cook them, the yolk breaks and forget it. They ended up being scrabbled. So he can make eggs, and they're so good.
Same
Okay.
with me. I hate making breakfast. It's the one meal that I can't make perfect. I hate
Yeah,
it.
I can't.
Clem cooks breakfast if we have it because I same thing. I can't make an egg look perfect.
Oh, that's another thing I've been making, breakfast burritos.
Well,
Because you
that
don't
sounds
have to
good.
put, I use the Walmart, what do you call it, sausage, and I cut it up into itty bitty little things, and then I put eggs and cheese, and then I wrap it up in the burrito and throw them in the freezer. And then
That's a
That's
if
a
you
good,
good
get hungry,
idea. Prep
and then
cook.
if you get hungry, you just pull them out,
that's a
microwave
good
them for
idea.
15 seconds.
It's a really good idea, meal prep and things like that.
Yeah, I've been
So
learning that.
one of the things, obviously you are a YouTube creator and you have your own YouTube channel. What was when you first told Artie, or Artie, when she first told you that she was going to create a YouTube channel and go live and create shows? What was your like take on that? What because I when I tell people, especially like my brother, when I told him and stuff that they laughed at me. They thought it was fun. Obviously, a lot of people have them now, but at the time when I was getting started, oh, they were cracking up laughing. What was you gonna do? What was your take?
No, I didn't do that. I think I supported you, didn't I?
Mhm.
Yeah, if I remember correctly,
He
I
still to
supported you.
this day is always trying to get me to go back on. Why
I know
haven't you
he
gone
would
live in
come
a
and
while?
sit and hang with you. Yeah, he would
He
sit and hang and
Yeah, he does. And he goes to lunch the time I go on. So he would pop in when I was on at night and drive me nuts.
he's one of the more like proactive spouses and things. He would come in, say hi to everybody. He would get on camera, you know,
That's
and
nice.
we appreciate that because it gives personality to the creator that we're watching and stuff. We're able to see you interact with your significant other and get an idea. Sometimes it can just be about stories and stuff, but we really do like connecting and seeing the other person or the face behind the story. So I do applaud you there, Artie. What's coming up for you too? Like, you guys have any trips coming up this year, this summer? What's going on in the Creelan house?
We just celebrated our anniversary last
Hmm.
week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. 35 years. So
Has it been that long?
unfortunately, um, I don't know. I'm going to Florida in a couple of in about. Hey, Sophie. I'm
No.
going
Hi,
to
Sophie.
Bella and Sophie over here. Um,
Yeah,
I'm
this has to be a family gathering here.
I'm going to Florida um in March. He may or may not go with me,
Well,
but it's not going to be a fun trip, and it'll be the last trip I make down there. So I won't go down there again
okay.
unless we decide to go on a cruise.
Yeah, I mean, we have our passports, so we can do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
what
a
we
good idea.
really love to do um, at some point is to travel the world. Um, Basically, we had talked about what
Italy,
Italy, and there was a couple other places you mentioned too.
Italy,
You should
and
come up
London.
to Canada. Come
We just
on.
did. We did
Oh,
2
you
years
were in
ago.
Canada?
Yeah,
Hmm.
we were on a cruise,
Yep.
and it sailed
Nice.
up to Nova Scotia, and what was the other one?
St.
Ooh,
John.
that's a pretty part of the
Oh,
country up
that's
there.
nice. I've
Yeah,
never
Nova
So
been.
Scotia.
I went to the Titanic Museum, and
I,
it was so much fun.
I've
Did you
never
get to
been.
see
So
the
there
eye?
you go.
Did you guys get over to
Our
Prince Edward
Canada.
Island?
Did I what?
Did you get over to Prince Edward Island?
I don't think so.
That's a gorgeous part of the world, altogether, in and of itself. Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island,
Isn't
coming
Prince
down.
Edward Island where Anna Green Gables is from
That's
originally?
I
yeah,
think so. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know.
yep.
Was she on when when we were talking about that about the cruise?
Yeah.
The people we were with. We were with the
Homicide Hunter.
homicide hunter Joe Kenda. Do you remember that show?
Yeah.
That's who we went with.
Oh, okay. You guys went with a whole. Okay.
Yeah, we went on like a fandom type
Yeah.
thing. He wouldn't let me go on Alabama, so that was cool enough.
Yeah, so one time we step in an elevator, and there's Joe Kenda and his wife in the elevator, and
Oh.
she never saw him. So I poked her in the side like this. I said, "Hey, do me a favor, turn around." So she turns around, and I can't remember what your response was. It was,
I did it. I'm sorry, I did it. I don't know what I did, but I confessed right then and there.
You can't
He
take her
he did that
nowhere.
twice to me on that trip with him. I could not talk to him. His wife was a riot.
Yeah.
She was a riot. Yeah, we went on the bunch of the people from the show were on there. There a lot of the police officers that are on that show were on there.
Well, I mean,
We became good friends with them. They're actually not too far from us now, so we may
yeah.
run down to Knoxville.
Well, there we go. That's special. That sounds fun. I probably would have been fangirling, you know.
I did.
Yeah.
oh, it was fun just listening to the stories they
It
were
was
telling.
well. He took me on the Love Boat.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Princess Cruises, and it was part of the Love Boat family, if you will, if you remember.
Okay.
And it actually had the Love Boat signs on it.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
they had a little area where they showed the cast and crew of the Love Boat, kind of tribute to them and everything. And I took pictures of it. It's in my phone somewhere.
Look at
Yep.
you. That sounds fun.
mhm.
Definitely fun.
One day we'll go on another cruise.
I hope that you guys get to do that. You have any bucket list besides, traveling the world and going to Italy and things? Any other bucket list items you guys want
Yeah,
to go
I need to
mountain
get back.
climbing?
I want to go to every Disney park around the world.
Good luck on that one, Artie. I don't know if I can
I don't know
save
how
you
many
from.
of them.
8?
It's a lot. It's quite a few.
Is it 8 now?
8.
Mhm.
I think it's, yeah, seven, or it's quite a few. I know they
Around
have
the world.
them in Europe. They had one that closed though, but it was only one. Um,
Thailand,
I think that was the one. There was one
Taiwan.
that closed. It, obviously it had declined in sales from the start, but then, the pandemic didn't help it. And so it's the only one that's going to close though. All the rest of them, their goal is, get back to regular, but the numbers were, detrimental even before
Yep.
the pandemic. You
No.
got to take her. Make sure you document the trip for her channel. That's something that we would definitely tune in and watch.
Oh,
Unlike
that would be a riot.
unlike
Yes,
my
it would.
truck.
Uh, you know,
Did you watch my truck?
standing next to Mickey Mouse and seeing that Mickey Mouse was taller than her, that would be a trip.
I'm taller now. I got new knees.
Yeah, maybe when you put high heels on, you might be a little bit taller.
Okay.
I wouldn't go to Disney World with high heels on.
I want to go to Disney World. I haven't been there since 2009.
But that is true though. When you got your knees done, they had to.
They made me a quarter of an inch taller.
Wow.
I
Oh
told them
shoot!
that was the only way I'd have them done. Is
I
if they
went
made
to
me
Disney
taller.
World it was in the '90s because I was still in high school. That's how long ago I was at Disney World.
Wow.
We used to go all the time.
I go to Disneyland a lot because it's a couple of hours from where I live, but I've only been to Disney World once, and it was in the early 80s, like 82, 83. So,
Uh, I haven't been to Disneyland yet. I hear everything's much smaller.
a
You'd
little
fit.
bit. It's a little bit smaller. It's big. It's like it's still 2 or 3 days, of park visiting to get, in. Uh, but you know, it's it's smaller compared to Epcot and Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
So
Well, we'd have to smash your head down a little bit right here
to,
because that makes you a little bit taller.
Well, Walt Disney
she's
World, you
tall
have
enough to get on the rides. That's what matter.
I am tall enough to get on all the rides. I
Yeah.
just don't go on them.
Are you?
Hmm.
The
Barely,
rides,
but I can get on some of them.
I
the
thought
rides at Disney World aren't that bad, are they? I don't remember them being bad at all.
I
Like
mean, I was
The
so
ride
young to remember the
I
Walt
won't
Disney World
do
one.
I
the rock
remember,
and roller
I don't even
coaster.
think they have it anymore, but 100 Leagues Underneath the Sea, I really
No, they
liked
don't have
that
that
one when you went
anymore.
in the submarine.
It's now a mermaid, a Little Mermaid ride.
Yeah. See, that's how old, how long ago I went.
I remember going on that.
I
Been
liked
over
Um,
it.
2 times. I just don't remember.
it's been a while. I have not been in probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 years to Disneyland. I haven't been since maybe 2018, 2017, 2018, something like that. It's been a while.
Now
So
I want
that
to
was
go on vacation.
when I go on vacation, that sounds fun and all because my kids were younger. But I think, now I'm in a different um, position in life, So when I go on vacation, I want to drink,
You can do that now at Epcot. They
really.
actually have a passport that you get when you go into Epcot, and you drink in all the different countries.
Wow.
Oh,
I also I want to flirt.
that would be a happy
So
day drinking all day long like that.
want to get my flirt on.
oh my
Um,
gosh.
and I don't want to feel bad when I hit on someone and then here come little Johnny, Daddy, Daddy. So you're like, oh, Johnny, where your mama at? And why she let him, out here by him? I didn't mean to hit on your daddy. I'm sorry, Johnny. So, I try not to go to those kiddie places when I vacation. Um, Especially now that I'm on a dating app trying to date. This is my second attempt. I tried
She
in
needs to go,
February.
she needs to go to the rodeo.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Go to the rodeo.
There you go.
Yeah. Arden, as a man, tips for single women trying to date in this age. What should we, look for? What shouldn't we look for? What's a good way? Like, do we lean in and do we flirt or do we wait for the men? I haven't dated in decades, and so I just don't know what to do.
Well, I think that would definitely help. I mean, you have to let them know somehow that you're interested.
Okay.
So
This girl picked up somebody at the hotel at the last retreat in Ohio, and then
Oh
went to
yeah.
a concert that he was doing.
Well, I didn't know he was the star. I mean,
Some country singer she picked up and
I
went
didn't
to the
pick him.
show, but he kept saying, "Come to the show." She goes, "You are not a singer." And
I didn't believe
that
him.
her and a bunch of other people went down there, and yeah.
Lizzie was with me, my cohort, and Berta. Those are my partners in crime. I'm gonna be honest. I was not looking at him. I had no idea he was a superstar with his own. I was looking at his manager. His manager was gorgeous, and so he's talking to me. Even in the video, you can see me being. I was so rude. I just felt so bad. And I said, "Are you guys in a little band? You're in a little band, huh? Oh, we'll come and see your little band." I thought it was a little high school garage band. He has this big setup. We get to his concert, and it was his concert, and he was the star, and I had no
Mhm.
idea. So
Was
I
we
learned my lesson. Yeah,
never
I
judge a book
did.
by their cover?
I definitely did judge that book by the cover. I felt horrible.
well,
So,
there's definitely a lot of people that I think a lot of guys that turn around and I would have to say maybe bullshit their way through a conversation about I guess what am I trying to say that they're
More than they say
somebody
they are.
else more than what they are.
okay,
And that's what
Um,
she thought.
I did.
yeah,
I
I
got
mean
my
I
lesson.
could see that. Um,
I learned my lesson. I really did judge him, but his manager was gorgeous, And I kept like I was filming as it was. And he did come up to us, but I only had eyes for the manager, unfortunately. Manager was gorgeous. And Berta and Lizzie were like, oh, well, who was he? I don't know. He's in the band, you know. So we did have a
Bird is
lot
a
of
trip.
fun. Went to their concert, and yeah, if you guys want to know Noah Hicks, look him up. He's a country star. He has his own. He had just released some album or something, so I felt bad. But we did have a great night, and from the stage, he recognized us as we got there, and that just made it even more embarrassing. So, yeah, I learned my lesson though. Don't judge a book by its cover, ever.
Nope.
Is it okay to tell someone you like that you like them, like you're flirting, obviously, or do you wait for a sign from them? I don't want to be flirting and then, get my feelings hurt. That's the other thing, I think if since I'm taking it serious, I'm
They
worried about.
they gotta know somehow. Just don't take off your wig and beat them with it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I
You're
think
right.
it's kind of like a feeling out process, to be honest. Just see how engaged they are with you and how they react to what you're talking about. And it could be anything. I mean, are they showing interest? Are they looking off in a different direction at somebody else, maybe, or you know what I'm saying?
That's a good idea. So here's the big question. Do you as the woman offer to pay, or do you assume that the man is paying? You know,
When well, even now,
No,
you can always offer. Sometimes we went Dutch, and sometimes I paid, and sometimes he paid.
do I
whatever.
mention it? And do I sound like a heel if I'm bringing it up?
No, just say, would you like me to get this check? You
Okay,
know,
like that.
I
That's a good
mean,
one.
some men get really upset because they think they're supposed to pay for everything, but yeah, I would say, would you like me to get it?
I think that's a good way to say it. Do you want me to go ahead and pick up this check? You know, I get this one, you get the next, or
Mm-hmm.
is that being too?
No,
And then make it the most expensive restaurant you can have to pay for. A $200 meal or something like that.
in
No,
Vegas, I don't think she'd try too hard not to do that.
no, you
Yeah,
could probably do that if you have more than a couple of dates, I guess.
yeah, that's another thing. Menu choices: go light or go in. Fill the shoulders up. Fill both shoulders up when he's paying. Do I go light or do I fill up both shoulders, Art?
Well, I mean, I get
Show up hungry, like, whoo,
me.
so glad this your turn to pay. Good Lord, I'm hungry. I can
Well, I
eat the
mean, me personally, I didn't really care if she ordered everything but the kitchen sink. It didn't really bother me that way. Um, I know maybe some people it might nowadays, but
Mhm.
again, you got to understand too. When we were dating, this was a long time ago, so things have changed a lot.
I know. That's what I was saying when I was filling out this stupid profile. I'm like, are y'all serious? Like they're asking questions that I feel that's what the getting to know you process is for. And like answering this up front, I may prefer how someone answers the question over the actual answer to the
Mm-hmm.
question. They might be able to speak to it really well and it's an interesting perspective. And I would, respect that more than just, seeing it listed as a profile answer and things. But it was a lot. And I was like, wow, all of this better be fun. I hope nobody asked me to come to work with them because, these is ranch hands and farmers. I mean, I'm looking for somebody that, is a hard worker, but I don't want to come to work with you. So,
Yeah, I
um,
mean to be honest, I mean I wouldn't. I don't think I would know if I was single now. I don't think I would know how to react with people to go on a date anymore because it's so different than what it was back when we were dating.
All right,
Yeah.
that's good to know. Great insight. Great insight. I definitely appreciate you making yourself available to, allow us to pick your relationship brain and to talk to us during our Love is in the Air collab. Anything closing that you guys would like to share? Anything fun little story, anecdote, or anything?
Just have fun with each other. That's, it. Oh, you know that he always has me laughing.
Yes, he does.
And if
He is
it
a nut.
he smart ass, he's a smart ass.
And you're Mrs. Smartass.
No, I am not.
Yes, you
No,
are.
I did not call you Mr. Smartass.
But you're still Mrs.
Nope,
Smartass. Yeah,
nope.
yeah,
I
oh,
didn't
yes,
call you.
you are.
He always likes to say if I say something like butthead, he goes, "That's Mr. Butthead." I said, "No, it's not, because I'm not Mrs. Butthead."
I love it. I really do love it. And hopefully, I will find someone that can be the yin to my yang, as well.
Someone asked
You guys
me what the secret to a longer marriage is, and my only answer could be laugh.
laughing,
You
laugh,
have to laugh together,
humor.
because if everything is serious and fighting, I mean, yeah, we have our moments, but if you're not laughing, then it's not worth it.
Well, that's good. That's beautiful. And that's awesome information and insight to give someone who's trying to get back out there, get back up on the horse, and maybe one day do all of this
Sophie's
again.
slinking over here. Come here. Come here.
Well, I love the first time that she turned around and told me to kiss her ass. So I reached over and kissed her on the forehead.
You said that's the next step. Let's get through a couple more years.
Oh,
Hi, cutie. How
the
are you?
reaction was priceless.
That's probably was priceless. Well, I thank you so very much, both of you guys, for coming out. You guys stay tuned. We do have our giveaway. Any last words in parting, Lizzie, for our special guest? We on mute. You don't hear nothing you saying. You're on mute. Still don't hear you. You're still on mute.
I thought you guys were all ignoring me. I've been fucking talking.
You
Been
were
on
on
mute
mute.
for a while.
You're
No,
like, these guys won't let me put a word edgewise in.
we were just watching your reactions.
We
That's
were just
all.
watching you. Your lips were moving.
Oh my goodness. I'm thinking, boy, these guys won't let me talk.
Thank you,
Well, we
Gail.
do talk a lot. That's true. I mean, especially this one over here. She does talk a lot. But then again, you all know that.
We do.
I just hope that my relationship is as long as your guys' relationship, because that would be awesome.
You just
That
gotta.
If I still have 35 years left in me.
I don't know how I haven't killed him yet.
Well, we do love you. We appreciate that, he loves you. He jumps in and hangs out with us and things. He lets us, kind of chastise you and him. And that he helps bring the fun, It's a lot to look forward to. Hopefully, again, you'll be creating your shopping channel. It was a lot of fun. And thank you so very much for coming out for this session of Love
Thank
is in
you.
the Air. I know that you guys just celebrated your 35th anniversary. Hopefully, you guys have 35 wonderful years to go together. I know when you put it like that.
I don't know. We're still going to be live then?
Yeah,
You won't be.
yeah, 35 more years. You guys got young, married so young, but yeah, yep.
You'll be in your 80s.
Yeah, I'll be in my 80s.
We'll all
Okay,
be.
okay, Mom, let's see who we
Lizzie
call.
younger than us.
Yeah, I was 19 when we got married.
Yeah. See, I plan to still be here.
I was 18
Hopefully,
when I got married, but it didn't last.
well, that's okay. They gave us some great tips tonight for the next go round. You're in a relationship, it's been successful for the last couple of years. Make them watch this show back. All you got to do in closing, all you have to do, Marty, in closing is say, listen to what I just said, Clem. That's got to say in closing, and then that'll help her man out, Clem.
Just make sure you have to tie him to a chair so he doesn't get up and leave.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that what we have to do? All right. Well, I'll let you guys go, and then we're just gonna finish off with our giveaways, right?
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for
Bye, everyone.
coming.
Bye.
That was so awesome. Such great information and great insight. I really love hearing, some of the things that they've done, how long they've been together, and just tips and insight coming directly from the gentleman's perspective. Hopefully going forward, I can lean in a little bit more and I won't hesitate too much to kind of flirt. It's very difficult and things. So hopefully, I'll be able to
It's
grasp
hard.
that a little bit better.
It's hard to put yourself out there, and
Correct.
you're always
It's
scared
scary.
of rejection.
You are very scared of rejection. I know I flirt and I laugh, and we had a great time. But I wasn't looking at him. I was looking at the other gentleman. So it's easy to flirt with someone that you perhaps don't, see in that light and things like that. But his manager was fine. And girl,
Okay, I figured out, I think, how to do this.
well, I
So,
hope you did. Berta gave us a lot of help. And I sent you the password. That should have shortened things up a little bit.
Okay, select and tab to share. What does that mean? This one. Can you see that?
I can't see a lot because I don't have my glasses on. But there's nothing on the screen.
Damn it. Why does it go away? Hold on. I'm still trying to figure this out, Tia. You're not a good teacher.
Just click. What I do? What I did? Did you do the StreamYard giveaway?
Yeah. Enter screen.
You see what had happened, guys? I'm to blame.
There. Is it there
Um,
now?
hold on. Yeah, that's coming in. It's not yet.
Is that
That's up. It should show the other screen. Are you there? You're, you're breaking up.
That's not right.
What is you showing? Look, go to this. Did you?
I did. Right here. Can you see it? Can you
There's
see
nothing
it?
on the screen. There's
No?
nothing on but us. Hold on. Technical difficulty. Man down. Man down. Hold on, guys. 1 moment. Un momento. Uno momento. All right. Go to your private chat that I sent to you. Make sure.
Listen, you didn't teach me nothing on that private chat.
Go to the
I
chat.
do have that screen. I
Did
do
you?
have that.
And you selected your live. You see. And then when you select your live.
How do I put it in this little screen?
Just go to that screen first. And then at the bottom, you're going to go to where it says present.
I
And
did.
You click share screen.
Enter screen. But it's not showing me
If
the
you
right
had
screen.
the giveaway page open correctly, sorry guys, technical difficulties. If you have the giveaway screen already open in your browser, then it's an option that you can select from your share screen.
From where?
Click the
Windows?
share screen. Come back to the page, the StreamYard page.
I am here.
Hi.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I see you fine.
This is
I
terrible.
see me.
How can I not figure this out? I've done it before.
Did you go to our private chat? Do you see where
Listen,
it says
do not teach me nothing in the private chat. I have that link. It's in my browser up here. But
if
how do
it's
I
in
share
your
it?
browser? Oh, you got people dropping out. They're gonna drop out. All of this for a giveaway. They're gonna be like, it ain't worth it. If you don't get your technology together, you too, Laverne and damn Shirley. I'm just gonna say, I'm not Shirley. Okay, so
Listen,
you Shirley.
how do I remove this one?
Come on.
I-
Did you listen? Is it open along your Mutnut says she's still here. Mutnut's probably one of one. How many people are still here? We can't tell.
Listen, 7:15 people. 15 people are still here watching me struggle with
Ooh,
this,
they
okay?
dropping like flies. They dropping
It's
like
right
flies.
here. You don't see this?
No. I see it. What are you talking about? Why didn't you make it so I could stream from my channel? Then we could have had. It's okay. We are used to this stuff on Lizzie.
See, I
Girl,
told you that we should do it for both, and then you could do it, but you don't listen to me.
Susan, you got to get your girl right. Listen, Lizzie, is the giveaway link open in your? Everybody's laughing.
It's open. It's open at the top of the browser of Chrome. It's open at
Is
the
it
top of Chrome.
okay? So if it's open in Chrome, the same browser that you're using for StreamYard, go to the
Yeah,
bottom of the StreamYard screen where you can see us on
yes,
the and click present.
I did. And it
Now
says
click
share
share
screen.
screen, and after you
I
click
did.
share screen, it should give you a list of the different the tabs. You're looking for the one that says StreamYard giveaway. When you click it,
Listen, there is no such thing as StreamYard giveaway in here.
make sure you got it in the same tabs or the same window as your StreamYard. Don't have a separate
Chrome
window open.
tabs. Okay, this one right here. Share. Oh my gosh, this is so dumb. Now can you see it?
Not yet. Still not yet.
Oh, it's right here.
There we go. It's coming up now. Woo! Lord, that hurt. Oh my gosh, did
I
that
was
hurt?
doing it. I'm
Oh,
getting this, guys.
Susan B. She can't blame none of this on you. Yeah, she's gonna find a way though, Gail. She blames Susan for everything.
It's Susan's fault because Susan hasn't putting any links in. She's been lazy tonight.
Did you
I'm
show the
telling
picture?
you.
Oh goodness, I don't want to break you, but did you show the picture of the tray? Let me just do this.
Well, I didn't download that.
Let me
You
just
didn't
do this.
tell me to.
She didn't download it, guys. So if you were on my show the other day, you know that this is for the turtle.
Make
Okay,
it bigger.
we're gonna show the
Oh,
turtle. Uh-oh, oops. I can't stand you right
that's
now,
what we're
Lizzie.
giving away.
You got all
Turtle.
all the pictures you should have downloaded. This is a turtle pin holder. It's a cutie. Okay. And so
Aw,
that's
so
what tonight's
cute.
gift is for. All righty. A turtle. All right. Turtle pin holder.
So, how do I do it? How long do I wait a little bit longer? Sunday. Put in
We didn't say
Sunday.
start yet, did
I'm
we?
working on my painting, just listening over here. She's messing up the screen, and it is still my fault. Wow.
What did I
Susan,
do?
it is. It's your fault, Susan.
Susan,
Susan won a pen from you in the Facebook group.
she won, yeah, a big prize. The big prizes come with a holder and a pin.
Ooh,
So
ooh.
Those are for the people that are participating, in the weekly progress. They're posting their pictures and they're answering the challenge questions. Susan did win that, and Susan has not reached out, but obviously I know who she is. I was going to send her gift, and I had a little trinket that I was going to send to you. Um, so, all right, are we
Should we
ready?
draw? Should we draw?
Do we have people? Everyone who is
Are
in
we gonna
here,
draw?
these gifts are
Like
for
you have to go on the
participating
screen.
in our lives, for coming to the live, for supporting us and hanging out with us while we present our show. So that's what this is. And whenever she's ready, you know,
I have to go to the actual screen to do it, right?
yes, you have to
Is it
click back
working?
on.
Is it working?
It is.
Is it
It's going
working? Is it
fast.
working?
It's going real. Yes, it's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Here we go. Next pop. It froze. That is so unfair. Did we
Woo, Helen!
Helen. Helen, who's is Helen your sister? No? Okay. Well, I know you got a sister named Helen. You're muted. I can't hear you. Um,
It's not my sister.
I just asked. I was just, I know you have a sister named Helen. I was wondering if she came out to support. So
So
congratulations, Helen.
contact
Huh?
Tia at
Tia Smith on Facebook.
Tia Smith on Facebook to claim your prize. Because Tia
Yes.
is all in charge of all this stuff. Because she's the
Now,
boss.
Susan Mascarenas, I did reply back to you saying you were going to get to me. I replied back because you answered in YouTube, and I replied back that I have your address because you won a gift from me either last year or the year before. So a lot of people, if you've won gifts from me in the past, because I use a shipping service where I print the labels. It keeps your information in an address book, which is why you'll hear me say sometimes I already have their information and things like Gail Pierce or something. She's one from me. Muttnut's one, from me and things. So you'll hear me say stuff like, "Oh, I have their address." So Susan Mascarenas is someone who has been very supportive of the channel, and she's won from me in the past. So I I did reply back that I had your address. Not everybody had reached out. Like I'm still waiting on two people to reach out. And so to keep me from going to the post office every day, I do live in Las Vegas now, moved up here from a suburb called Henderson. And when I lived in Henderson, I could have it set up where the mailman picked my packages up. They don't do that here. They don't do that here. I got to go in. So I'm a little handicapped. And so when I go to the post office, I'm trying to take multiple packages at once. But I was trying to do them in the order that everything is coming in. I just have some people who hadn't reached out yet. But just to kind of refresh everybody's memory, for our week one, we had our kickoff collab. Our pin winner for that evening was Susan. And Susan, she did win, just one of our collab pins, you know. The next giveaway we had that was for the participation. It was for the 3D printed flat pin holder. You guys saw that. It held like 4 or 5 pins and it laid flat. Berta was the winner of that. Um, our week one Pom Pow Pins and Friends winner for the honeycomb pin holder. That's the one that had a tray on it. I'll show you guys that one. This is the one with the tray. We have a larger, like a medium size honeycomb. That was the second week winner. And then obviously they get a collab pin for the Facebook page. So they'll get the giveaway and a pin, a collab pin, just so you guys are aware. But Amy Sudsma, if you guys are on our Facebook page, she won the first honeycomb pin holder with tray. Moving over to week two, Lizzie did not go live that week. So unfortunately, we ran that contest for the 3D printed flat pen holder on my channel. If you guys participated, that was the hashtag Valentine's. Sue Layden won that. Yay! Congratulations. The week two participation holder, that was my turtle that I gave away. That was hashtag happy. And crafting and crime daily. Rebecca Schilling, she won that. Then for my channel, I was running a separate contest where I wanted to reward the people who didn't get a chance to attend the live and they watched it back on the replay. I call that my hashtag replay giveaway. So the winner used the comment picker for that. That was Diamonds for Linda. Now she did reach out to me through Facebook. She said that she was going to get in touch with me through Messenger. I have not heard from her yet. I am still waiting. And then you guys all know we just recapped that the winner of our second week for the Facebook page, that was Susan. And Susan won a honeycomb pen holder. It was the one without a tray. It has more slots in it though. And then a collab pen. And so for this week, we just had our live participation. That was, who did we say was the winner again?
Helen.
Helen Clemens.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay. So Helen's going to reach out to me by Messenger. My name is Tia, last name Smith. I just kept it real simple on Facebook. But you can reach out to me directly to get your information so I can send that out. Make sure you guys tune in Wednesday to my channel. On my channel, I will do last week's hashtag replay giveaway. Those giveaways are for like a pen of choice. So not necessarily the collab pen. I just showed you guys. That's, the collab pen. But you can win. That is Antique Romance. I know you guys can't see the colors, unfortunately. And the reason you can't see them, this is Dip and Glow. The pen does glow, so that like clear white part you see, that glows. Um,
So who's on the show next week?
this coming week, there's no one on the show. This coming week, I forget what's up for this coming week. And then the last week, the following week, is where we were doing the singles coming back. My son is on that show, so maybe me and Rebecca. My son, he was going to do in 2020, he was going to do a singles profile as well. He did a lot of like speed dating. And if you guys don't know, he ran my YouTube channel with me when I first got started. We diamond paint, we do a lot of crafts together. But due to work requirements and things like that, he couldn't go live on the days that I was going live anymore.
There's still 3 more lives.
Correct. So there's this week, and then next week he's on. I mean, we didn't have someone on every live, unfortunately. Um, I think you said your couple, they backed out, right? Unless
I
they changed.
guess.
Oh, okay.
I
So
guess on I'll see if he wants to do it, but on the 25th, maybe me and Clem will come back on
there you go.
if he'll agree.
Of course he'll agree. He'll get to talk to me.
Well, he could have been talking to you tonight, but he chose to do whatever he's doing. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, don't worry. Clem will be on the show and we can catch back up. So no worries. But yeah, so we have 1, 2,
3.
two giveaways on my channel this Friday. So we have our live participation. That's for anybody who shows up and they're kind of participating, they're listening, they're in attendance. And then we do the hashtag replay. So anybody that didn't get a chance to watch my live from last Wednesday, if you go back, you still have opportunity to watch it and comment. I didn't put a specific question in that live, but a lot of people are commenting based on like different things that we discussed during the live. and that'll be okay as well. And we'll run the comment picker again. That's for a pen of choice. And then also Wednesday night on the Facebook page, if you've been posting your progress and how far you've gotten in answering the challenge question, there are a couple of videos. I do present a video where I ask a challenge question, and then I have a post where you can kind of put your week 3 pictures and things like that and update it. It's a lot of fun. It's very interactive. I really appreciate that everyone is answering the questions. They're showing us their painting, their progress. Some of the questions that I asked was, why did you pick the painting? What does it mean to you? And people really spoke to it and told me why they selected the canvas. Some other questions I asked was, now that you're working on that, do you have any regrets? And there were people who stood fast and they said, no, I still love it, I still would pick this over other people. It's not going as they thought it would, and that's okay. And they spoke to why and what happened, what that expectation was that wasn't met. And I love that as well. So make sure that you answer the challenge question if you are in the Palm Pal Pens and Friends Facebook page, and show your progress. It's very interactive, and we're having some huge successes. Some prizes still to come are going to be a $15 DP with Sparklers coupon. We do still have some giveaway gift cards to give from Crafts with Crashly. And obviously, we still have another round of trays. I think we gave away 4. I think we still have 2 trays with the tray. I mean, 2 pen holders with the tray, and 2 honeycomb pen holders without the tray. Again, those ones have more slots. So great job. Please make sure you guys go out to our sponsors, kind of shop, use our code. Carissa's Craft Corner on Facebook. She is our our spotlighted sponsor. She has done a phenomenal job of making sure that we got all of these gifts in hand so that you guys could, test the product out, show them, she did indicate that sales are up since the collab has started. That's always awesome that other people are reaching out and supporting small businesses. Please continue to do so. I really appreciated her giving that feedback, and she was very happy. She really thanked me for making sure that we were getting her information out to our community. Okay, yeah, that was great information and feedback that she provided. So if you guys continue supporting, what do you have coming up, Lizzie? Any collabs?
Nope.
Okay, okay. Well, I do have one collab that I'm trying to get underway coming up in
You're so popular.
it's in April. And
She's ignoring me.
you said you're so popular,
Yeah.
right? Not really. I appreciate that though. You're so
No, I
popular.
don't have anything. But guess what? I'm on the last row of my Love is in the Air canvas.
Luna,
She's almost
Luna.
she's almost done.
I can't wait to see her. Now I don't have a lot of canvas action, but I did create 2 new. I do more than just diamond paint, and because somebody got to produce the pins. I can't diamond paint and make the pins. So I did create 2 new color choices.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah, and because I created 2 new color choices, I want to introduce the one um, that
On
it's
Wednesday.
different. It's different because it's a color, it's a grouping of colors that I'm not fond of working with. So it'll be interesting to see if other people, really like the color choice, and if it's something that can be a success. What have I got going in April? So it is going to be a Splish Splash Spring Bash is what it's called. Um, it's going to be the first time, I do have some people in the works behind it, but it's going to be called Splish Splash Spring Bash. I can't
Is
even
it by
say it.
yourself or with somebody else?
I have a person that I asked, invited, and I'm waiting to hear back. So right now,
Oh,
it's looking like I'm gonna be by myself unless they get on
splish,
board.
splish splash.
Splish splash,
Taking
I was
a
taking
bath.
a bath
See,
around about a Saturday night.
if I knew that, I would have done my piggy in the tub for
Oh,
that.
that's cute. That sounds cute. I've
Yeah, but I
seen
already did it. I
that's
already did it.
backyard club, right?
What? Yeah,
It's
I
the
already
backyard.
did it.
Well, sounds like you need to dust it off and pull it on out because
I
splish.
did it already. I completed
Oh,
it last year.
yeah, this was it's so it's really hard to come up with stuff and not step on toes and things like that. Trying to be mindful of the fact that in the warmer months, a lot more people are out and about.
Yeah,
So there you go. They're out and about. June, July, August, they are gone. So it is very hard to, have something, active and things like that.
that's true.
Spring, even spring, is sometimes, kind of dangerous, April, May. It's still cool and people still aren't out and about as much. April is my father's birthday, and
Um,
my father is no longer with us. And so, for quite a few years, me and another creator, we have been trying to get something together because they are in the same boat where they have a loved one that's no longer here, and their birth month was April as well. But the focus would always be, on memory, and I didn't know if I wanted to kind of beat myself up and be depressed. I wanted it to be more of something just fun. It was always a great time of the
the
year.
title sounds fun. So,
Exactly. So the title is Splish Splash Spring Bash. And I gotta say it slow because I've even said something else. Flip the bip bap bat, ass. And then I'll be like, well, I didn't mean to say ass, so split Splish Splash Spring Bash. And I feel like that is just, really going to, make it fun, make it upbeat. Again, I do have and it's going to be all crafts, but it is going to be hosted, through my new Facebook page. I'm hoping that, a lot more, diamond painters come out and want to, enjoy. I have already started communicating with some people in regards to sponsorships. I have some exciting, items. I am, open to any new
you have to
sponsors.
advertise
Advertise is a good idea,
on
Um,
Instagram too.
yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't do a lot on Instagram this time around, and we still had a huge, following and things like that.
Yeah,
So perhaps, we'll get, on Instagram and we technologically challenged over here, me and Lizzie. Shoot, we are definitely
Hey,
anytime your
it only
audience,
took it only took me 9 minutes to figure it out.
and we lost people. Anytime, we got the do it yourself of giveaways going on. Anytime the audience is chiming in, here's the link. Here's the link to do your giveaway. It's something. So that was a goal of mine for 2022 and in 2023. And obviously coming into 2024, it's a goal to get so much better at, technology. I definitely think I did an awesome job when I created my Palm Pal Pens and Friends Facebook page. It is very interactive, and she said, "Really? We couldn't tell." Oh, so it's very interactive, and I love that everyone is posting in there. Does it have to be a painting with water? Nope, nope. So the goal is going to be that it is. I don't even have that. It should be a new start. I don't mind if you've already worked on a painting because I'm not one that's completed a painting in a while. I haven't completed a painting in almost a year. Um, and some of my bigger projects are
So,
still
what does the painting have to be about?
Obviously, it's either going to be spring related. It can be rain related because in the spring, April showers bring May flowers. Um,
Flowers.
Correct. So it can have anything to do with the rain. It can have to do with spring. Anything that
Flowers.
flowers. It can be sunshine, rainy days. But it's just going to be the theme of just, spring and things related to spring. I don't like to, hone in on a theme too much because I feel like it detracts from, the fun. And ultimately, I just want you guys to have fun. If you could tie it to a spring theme, splish splashing, that's great for me. And then it can be something you've previously started. I just want you to have at least a 30 by 40 area or more remaining in the canvas. So, that's a substantial amount. That's the size of most small, canvases and things. So if you selected a small canvas, you'd be working on a 30 by 40. So as long as it's about that much of an area when you post your startup pic, I'm okay with that. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
let's have some
we've
fun with
gone
it. But
we've gone over we've gone over by half an hour.
that's because you talk a lot. I couldn't
Me?
get that lie up. I
Did
couldn't even
you
get
see
that
what I
lie
wrote in chat? I said,
up.
"Hi everyone. T is talking too much."
I didn't see it. I do talk a lot.
I did so.
That's because Shirley don't ever say nothing, right, y'all? What is this event?
Well, I didn't know I was muted for half the darn show.
That
You
is
know what happened?
hilarious.
It said I was off connection, and then all of a sudden, when it does that, it mutes me. I'm like, what the heck? You did it twice. I'm like, what?
I
I have
did.
connection.
Your lips were moving. I thought you had put yourself on mute because Clem had came in the
No,
room and you didn't want us to hear.
no,
I thought you were
no.
like, babe.
I was talking to you guys, and I'm like, they won't let me say a word edge. And I'm like, what the hell? Okay, don't let me talk then. Fine.
I
That's
didn't
what I
say you
was
couldn't
thinking.
talk too much. The last day
Anyway,
to post your progress photos for week 3 is going to be Tuesday night, the February 20th. Nope. Yeah, Tuesday night, February 20th. Week 4. Wow, we had more than no. It's Wednesday night, the 21st. Sorry about that. And week 4 starts Thursday the 22nd. So for week 3, which started on the 15th, last Thursday, the last day to post week three's progress pick is Wednesday night. And then I will do a video for the wheel to see who won, and that will post on Palm Pal Pens and Friends Facebook page. If you're able to come to my show Wednesday night on the 21st, there's the giveaway for the hashtag replay. So if you didn't make it to the 14th show and you watched and commented back on that episode, then there will be a giveaway on my show Wednesday for that. That is for our pen of choice. And then we always do a participation for people who attend our live. We do a participation giveaway for you participating, having a good time, diamond painting while we act a fool on camera. Because, we don't have good sense. So, and then our last week is going to go Thursday the 22nd. We're going to take it all the way out to the 29th because, it doesn't make sense to include one full week into March for one day. So we'll take it out to the 29th, and you guys will get that week 4 video on the Facebook page on the 1st of March. But we will still do a giveaway on Lizzie's show next week. And then on my last show on Wednesday, we'll do those 2 giveaways, the participation and the hashtag replay. Okay? Hopefully, that means everybody will have had at least 2 opportunities during my show You'll have an opportunity during Lizzie's show. And if you are participating along on the Facebook page, you'll have that opportunity to win prizes. Yeah, I like that.
All right. Thank you guys for all coming out. Don't forget, Wednesday night, Tia's channel. Don't be late. Tia's Crazy Crafty Addiction, right?
She don't even know. Y'all see that? She don't even ask her if she subscribed to me. How she don't know the name of my show?
Tia's Crazy Crafting Addiction.
It's not crafting. I want y'all to find me. It's Tia's Crazy Craft Addiction. Yep, I want y'all to find me.
It's same shit. Day. All right, guys. Bye. Good night.
Bye, guys. See you Wednesday.
I'm going to put my little girl in right now.
Well, folks, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be super tickle pink. And remember to hit that notification bell and it will remind you whenever I load up a video. And till next time.